guys, it's Paula from Vonish Crafty Designs, and I thought that maybe on Tuesdays we could have a Let's Talk Tuesday. Kind of review the week and what's been going on with my Diamond Art channel, and just review things, you know. Got my fancy little sparkle cup here in purple, which I love. Got me something to drink. And got a moment. I'm not on the road today. This is my Tuesday off. I might be doing this on the road sometimes. I don't know. I tried it. I did a dry run, and my camera on the dash kept going down. So that might have to be tightened up, or I don't know. I'm not a techie person. It's a wing and a prayer for me. But anyway, I finished some things, which I will probably be showing you some of my finishes soon. I wasn't going to get involved in another event because I had just went through the 100,000 drills of summer, and it took a bit. And I did a Chuck Pinson. I did Melody. I think it is Melody of Spring. No. Inspiration of Spring Meadows. And yeah, that was a lot, over 100,000 drills, and they were square, and it took a while. And of course I had 3 months. I had, I started Memorial Day, went through Labor Day. I think I got done, I don't know, about a week ahead of time. I did do a couple small Temu kits in between, just because I had to get away from the squares. I like squares, but it was just so large. And but it was beautiful. It is done. I will show you that. I also did another Chuck Pinson. This is my Chuck Pinson era, apparently. And I did it. It is the Red Cover Bridge. Now I have started on Drills and Chills 2025, and I have in front of me, which you all don't see this, but I have another Chuck Pinson. It is a Moment Down Memory Lane, or a Moment on Memory Lane, or something like that. Y'all are gonna figure out I'm terrible with names. I'm just terrible. But this little chat thing I thought would be like raw. This is, you know, I'm over here in my little corner of the world in the house, next to, I've got, you know, paperwork here. I've got my printer, I got my computer. This is kind of like my little area in the living room. We got the fireplace behind me, which is just a vented, it's not a fireplace, it is a vented heater, gas heater, which we love. It does real good on heating the house, especially, you know, if we have an ice storm, which where I live in Kentucky, that they tend to become common because we're right on the line. I'm in South Central Kentucky, so we're right on the line, and a lot of times we get ice, and it's, you know, then it gets on our power lines, then we lose our power. So having gas heat is excellent, because there's been times I've had electric heat and got a little cold. But anyway, we got off onto that. But I'm sitting here in my corner, and I got some things piled up, and yeah. Have you ever I don't know about y'all, but I tend to go overboard when I get involved in something that I really like. And I really like diamond art. You know, I had seen this for years. We sung gospel music, which we don't as much anymore because my husband pastors, but we would go to a convention, and one convention I seen this young girl. She had some diamond art, you know, kind of on her table with her music, and she was doing diamond art. And I asked her about it, and she said, "Oh, this is a new thing." I'm thinking this was, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 years ago. And I thought it was really pretty, you know, but I didn't go in to any more detail with it. I paint and did acrylics and, you know, made jewelry, and sometimes I've sold some of my craft stuff. We have several different little craft events that go on around us. They start in the fall and go through, you know, Christmas. And I had sold at some local places before, just different things, but I just like to craft. So I thought, okay, well, I will look into that, but I don't guess I ever did. So then I went through, of course, and got my license as a mental health counselor for the state. I'm a licensed clinical mental health counselor. I work at a radio station that I've worked at for 10 years. And I also work as a therapist on Mondays and Tuesdays. Well, Monday and every other Tuesday in a different county. I work for a recovery center. I work at a courthouse with some other ladies, and, you know, that's what I do. I have a part-time mental health therapist and part-time radio person, and so that's why I'm on the road a lot. And I like doing that. I like it. I like the whole thing. So it's, you know, some people say, how do you go so many places? Well, for me, I like it. I don't like to be still, and so I may have ADHD. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been diagnosed. Maybe someone needs to. But anyway, so art, though, has always been an outlet for me. Whether I'm doing mixed media, whether I'm doing diamond art, you know, whatever it is, making jewelry, clay. I did clay for a while. Gosh, I've tried so many things. Crochet, quilting. It's always been an outlet for me to where I can be creative as well as kind of, you know, be in the zone, kind of enjoy things, enjoy being still. So that's kind of how I come about doing crafts and doing art. I think when I very first got into crafting per se was when my daughter, when I was pregnant with my daughter. It was in '87. I just got married, and it was pretty big, of course. And I was at home alone. I wasn't working. I wasn't a working mom, and I just was overwhelmed. And so I had went to a little store in town, and it's not here anymore, but they had fabric, they had all kinds of things. And my mother-in-law, she would make curtains. And so she went, you know, we would go to the fabric store. That was one of the things we did when we went to town, because we lived out in the county. And so they had some cross stitch there. And so I bought me a little cross stitch, and I sat and done cross stitch when I was pregnant. And that kind of really got me into wanting the threads. And then she showed me how to do a blanket stitch. And then, you know, my grandmother was a quilter, so she had shown me some stuff. And that's what this channel is named after, my grandmother. My grandmother's name was Vonna, and it's called Vonna's Crafty Designs. Now, my mother named me after both of my grandmothers. My maternal grandmother was Vonna. My name is Vonna. My paternal grandmother's name was Pauline, and so my name is Vonna Pauline. And my mother had a really good friend in school, and her name was Paula. So Paula, I have Vonna Pauline, and everybody calls me Paula. So I got aliases, or that's what I always say. But anyway, so thought we would have just a little chat on Tuesday to tell you what's going on with my channel, and just, you know, what's going on with me. Y'all might hear my dishwasher. I got my dishwasher going. And but anyway, so I hope this little chit chat will be something that you're interested in. And listen, If you love diamond painting, if you love any kind of craft, do it, enjoy it. You know, if you get into something that you don't like, stop doing it. It's just stop, put it away, and try to do something else that you enjoy. Crafting can be a great outlet and a great thing to be mindful and good for mental health. So until next time, be safe, be happy, be blessed, and of course, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll try to do these Let's Talk Tuesdays more often. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.